Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Even though that cutoff was abrupt, it couldn't have come at a more opportune time. Well, that was kind of Stormblood, right? At least for a little while. Oh, Alpha Node. Sometimes what's just and right is to strike first. If you know the villain is up to no good, then you put them down. Oh, Alpha Node give him a little bow. I don't know why. The first time I played through Shadowbringers, I felt like the twins had gotten taller. But this time around, it feels like they're getting shorter with every single quest. And honestly, I wish that they would just go ahead and age them up. Because I'm getting tired of all the Twitterati calling people scumbags if they happen to be like their favorite character or whatever. Because it's always associated with, they're their favorite character because you're a pedo. And it's like, well, first of all, they're adolescents, so, you know, you couldn't actually be a pedo, even if it were, if the favoritism for them was sexual in nature. Secondly, you know, like, the time bubble is getting really, really, really annoying. Because obviously, way more than just a few months have passed since, you know, what you call it, the very start of 2.0. It's been 7 years in real world time. uh, Jesus can walk on water, but can he swim on land? Well, he's still got to take a step. How come it still splashes? I don't think it should be splashing. Uh-oh. So he really can't swim at all? How did he make it back at the end of 5.0? Hmm. Hmm. Simply tired, huh? Could the link between body and soul be diminishing at a rate that's affecting them here? The boat. I think boats have been criminally underutilized in this game. We don't even have a mount that's a boat. I know it's really convenient that, like, we have flying in every zone now, and, like, world traversal is basically as hassle-free as it could possibly be. But I kind of prefer when there's different modes of travel, each with its own specific purpose. You know, where you can't do one. You know, like it would be cool if instead of letting flying mounts and all mounts like dive into water and act like little submarines, if we had like a boat that, you know, like James Bond itself into a submarine. I mean, we got Magitech. It'd be a Final Fantasy 3 and 5 reference. Oh, I like how he calls us little neighbor. Seems legit. Oh, I've been voluntold by Alice A. She's feisty. I like her. Embarrassed. You know, barnacles actually snap out and will bite you if they're still alive. It would have been cool if they had used this quest as an opportunity to I don't know, implement underwater combat or something. Seeing if we can't find Alice A. Yeah, we can. Wait. Does she have like a unique facial expression, like one of anger or something? You can. I mean, like, look at this thing. That like barnacles actually bite. Okay. Like one, you know, like sometimes the United States submarines are, you know, like forward deployed in tropical areas and get tons of barnacles in the superstructure. And when you've got to do electrical maintenance on like the shore power cables and stuff, or like any sort of maintenance involving the superstructure, you'll run into live barnacles, and they will bite you, and it's enough to make you bleed, and it hurts. It hurts like crap, you know. So, like these things, you know, they're a little more than a hindrance. It would actually, barnacles that large would be dangerous. Would probably be a good idea, for as much as we encounter underwater situations, for all of you to get a coaching blessing. It was markedly simple, too. Remarkably, even. Ken was his name, huh? I like Bismarck. Wait, why did Y'shtola understand the Fae speak? Just go quietly. Yeah. The old man. Well, I guess Clyde is in his 30s. Tancred is also in his 30s. And Yurian Shea is in like his late 20s or something like that, so... I guess we are old men by JRPG standards. Kind of refreshing, though, that an old man would be saving the world rather than some young rapscallywags. Although we've got plenty of those in tow. All wisdom really is lived experience. So that's why it comes with age. The longer you live, theoretically, the wiser you should be, unless you, well, never learn from what you experience. I mean, technically, your actual body is in a coma and would have been dead from like starvation and dehydration, like I don't know how long, ever long ago, if Kryl wasn't taking care of it. Can't say you mind the view, huh? Don't worry, Clyde can do the heavy lifting. It's probably the real reason that Rain made us go rest. She wanted to make sure that we would be doing the heavy lifting. I don't mind some quality guy time though, just dudes being guys. You weren't fast enough, huh? Well, either we'll get them there in time or we won't. We'll see. I like this sword a lot, the way it looks, but I don't like that it clips my stuff. Oh, never mind. I guess we don't get to do any lifting at all. Indeed. Oh, Thancred's got a good memory. It's like Ardbert and Brandon, but with the races reversed. Well, for the jobs. It is. Perhaps. Well, if it's inspiring even the guard of the town to go off and be adventurers, then maybe the whole point of it is to try to get the town defenseless and slash or you know, If everyone's heroes, no one will be or something? I don't know. Beneath the surface, huh? Okay, that's south of Wright and Kalusia, so... No, I don't want to talk to Urianger. Damn it. Maybe I'll get to talk to them afterwards, and they'll have the same small talk options. Damn tab targeting sometimes. Could be worse, I suppose. Well, we've unlocked another dungeon. And I think we have enough time to do it. We've been recording for, what, 22 minutes? Ah, if only you could have aggroed me like 2 seconds ago and interrupted the cutscene. Jerk. Okay, we can compare what was said. Okay, so it's different. We've missed some dialogue because of my inability to tab target appropriately. Well, Clyde's tank is geared the best, so I don't think I'll be tanking Thancred. Let's go with, let's see. I want Urianger.
Not yet sealed.
Wasn't it Ishtola's idea?
Victory will be ours.
Let's see. We can take Reen, or we can take Alisei. We've been dealing with Reen extra, though, in the raid series and whatnot. Let's take Alisei.
Give it our all.
Now this is called Amnesis a Nighter, in case you missed the name. Amnesis a Nighter. Let's eat some food. Hey look, Final Fantasy XI monsters. I think this is the first place you get to see them if you weren't, if you didn't do any Eureka. And don't hesitate to spare cooldowns, because it's basically an elevator fight. We're sort of stuck in an elevator fight right now, and the faster we kill everything, the better we'll be.
Away with you!
Still feel like Clyde's damage is pretty low, even though his weapon is more or less on par now. His substat allocation is bad because I am lazy and cheap. But we might actually get some gear upgrades in this dungeon. It drops item level 455. So we could get belt, hands, and head upgrade possibly. At least one of those would be nice. Hands especially. Our hands are pretty far behind at this point. The force of what? The force of what, Urianger? This thing hits really hard. I don't think it'll be able to break Blackest Night by itself. Especially since I used it while I was still stunned, but... It did do 30,000 damage to me just now, so... Swing. You're fated to happen upon strange abomination. Tank Buster is Fetid Fang. It's not a very strong Tank Buster. No dungeon monsters have very strong Tank Busters. I wish they'd change that. I wish they'd make Tank Busters deadly. want to say have Scorch by now. Interestingly, they only do these cleaves if they're both alive. When playing with normal people, it's very common to kill the first one right as the second one arrives, and it's also possible to kill the second one slightly before or just as the second one spawns if you have a full set of best in slot raid gear and all that jazz. And everyone is on, you know, par. This is the first dungeon that is unsynced in Shadowbringers. Although originally the first 3 dungeons were also unsynced. Whatever. See, it only did 68k damage. Like, you could live through it on DPS if you were geared up to item level 500. Might similar creatures dwell beneath the seas of the Saurus, huh? Unmistakably the ancients' design. So they did have other building types. We saw squibs in Eureka as well, but this would be the first time you see a squib if you never went in Eureka, I think. Also, if you wait around a little while, the Cleanoid there, it will eat the leeches.
Together we'll overcome.
This next pull might be a bit risky to do with trusts. I mean, better for it that we are the tank, but still. should have used my shade right away. Oh well. He'll still get full use. One thing I do like about this pool is the casters in it. For as annoying as they do make it, they make Dark Mind and other magic only cooldowns somewhat worthwhile.
You underestimate me.
Got a Sahagin over there. And over there. Visions of elves, attend to us now. Huh?
I will end this boss.
A Kyclops? It's like a mixture between a Minotaur and a Cyclops.
Together we shall overcome this.
This guy hits relatively hard, but he has no actual tank buster. He's hitting for like 5,000 damage more than I remember him hitting for. And that's kind of funky to me, because Clyde has more tenacity than any of my other tanks. Maybe I'm thinking about his auto attacks if I had any form of mitigation on or something. Let's see. No, he's still hitting harder than he should be. Or maybe my memory is just really bad. Now, he's done Eye of the Cyclone every single time he's done an AoE, but he can also do a melee range spin attack. So, there's that. Ah, look, we got like an entire library of crystal concepts. The Archive Eternal, huh? Now, since we're using trusts, there's actually no point in doing a really big pull right now, because one, it would be really risky, and two, the nature of the enemies that are coming up if I did the big pull, it would, my trust would probably glitch out. That's my opinion. I don't know if it's true. Maybe someone else who uses trusts for this dungeon knows differently. But yeah, I'd rather just not risk wasting time with a likely wipe. I don't know why they call them a Niter harpooner. I mean, it's not like they're Sahagins that came out of the crystals. They're the Benthos. Shouldn't they just call them Benthos harpooners? Like, we had that in the story element, you know? But see, this is why. Like this right here. We've got to, you know, we've got these single target Sahagins where you'll actually have to fight less creatures if you just, you know, kill them as they are. Although, let's say, we can do a little bit bigger of a pull, save a little bit more time, because, I mean, even though Clyde is kind of by himself, his AoE damage, you know, it doesn't count for nothing. It doesn't count for nothing. Ugh, they failed to break. I thought for sure they'd break it. I guess not. What if I don't want to die and lie beneath the silt? Also, I kind of like that. I like the really small detail I've never noticed. These Sahagin actually talk to you while they're fighting you. I don't think they've done that with Beastmen before in the game, at least outside of, like, in dungeons. And I'm struggling to think of what dungeons we've been to where we fought Beastmen the last time. I mean, I guess if you count the Fae as Beastmen, then it would be Don Meg, I guess. But interesting beasts. Not sure if they're a reference to another Final Fantasy or not. They probably are. I just don't know. The little floating eyeball things, the Panops that were in the last pull, those were a monster from Final Fantasy 11.
Away with you!
Down we go. Oh, that must be the Sahagin Queen. There's just some really large concept crystals, and they look like auracite to me. Let's see. We got like 15 minutes left on this recording. This boss will take us probably like 7 of that. Rook's Deem, Merciless Matriarch. She is not pretty. She's also using Gimbu's frame from Hell's Lid. Serves as more than a Bonebreaker is the tank buster. Alright, we got the uptime jump. She'll also jump to the south end of the arena sometimes. Now this is interesting, okay? The cast is seabed ceremony. You have to stand on those vents. This is basically a redesigned Sastasha Sea Grotto. Or Sastasha Sea Grotto final boss. I believe that's the last time we fought Sahagin in a dungeon. I could be wrong. Tank, tank, bitch. The ones in front of the hands, she winds up killing her own Sahagin in an attempt to kill us. So she's really quite devilish. Seabed ceremony without any... Oh, okay, it's that again. I've never seen her live this long, so I don't know if she just repeated it or what. One of you limit break. Damn you for styling, Y'shtola. She could have been dead by now. Freaking 400k caster limit break too? Like, the fuck? Guess we won't have to worry about that tribe for much longer. Assuming none of the eggs that she already laid or whatever. Now it makes sense that he's frowny face because he's got to realize he just basically killed a whole tribe. But you know, we've murdered tons of people before. Legs, legs. I don't need legs. We didn't get a belt. We didn't get gauntlets. We got nothing. Look, they literally look like giant white orosite rectangles. Wonder what's stored in each of them. Well, we'll find out. We will find out.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
Oh. So that's what they really look like? This is a mechanical holographic projection. You know, this isn't Emmett Silk's memory anymore. Vinat, huh? So those are the ancients that brought forth Hydaelyn.
So, it was they who first summoned Hydaelyn.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emmet Selk never uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
Okay, so the T is silent? Why is the T silent?
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image?
Why wouldn't have you? You were reading inscriptions.
The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
felt about Elidibus, huh? Well, isn't that something? We're gonna get exactly what we want. Info on Elidibus.
What? Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiac's heart?
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
I don't know, but even in recordings we can understand the ancient language for some reason. I thought that would be an attribute of the beings themselves and not their language, but apparently no. Huh. Well, maybe. Who knows? Looks like we got like some water around here. And water was able to be channeled up through here as well. No wonder the Sahuagin Queen wanted to fight us in this room. And I think there's more water surrounding those crystals over there. And everything in here is so damn big. I don't think we can go back into the other portions of the dungeon. Yeah, see, leaving will just take us straight to Calusia. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Maybe I should have walked around the dungeon, but I'm not going to talk to Y'shtola just yet, because our time is pretty much up. So thanks for watching, and just enjoy these chill tunes while I have a look-see around, see if we can glean anything from what little we can see. I don't think we really can.